You know what else chaps my ass, Katie?
Tell me.
I don't want to hear about Katy Perry and Justin Trudeau.
Yeah, I know.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I
know.
don't like her.
Mm-hmm.
I used to like him,
Mm-hmm.
and I just don't care. Guys,
So-
stop trying to make fetch happen. Nobody cares that you're dating.
Yeah.
And you're 54. You should not be at Coachella.
With a backwards hat. Oh my God.
Dude,
Stop it.
I have a story for you.
Can I be mean for a sec?
Wait, I forgot to tell you.
Shut your face.
What the shit?
I cannot.
Can I vent for a second? Welcome back to Gimme the Goss. I'm Dana Barron.
And I'm Katie Valley.
And we have a lot to gossip
We
about
have a
today.
ton to gossip about
Oh my
today.
God, it's been so long.
Yeah, it's insane.
I haven't talked to you since Saturday
This thing
night.
is going to be like 5 hours long today. Buckle up, guys. Yeah, it's kind of...
It feels
Yeah,
like
we usually don't go a day without talking to each other.
talked more when we were away on spring break.
Yeah,
than
we
past
did.
3 days. But
It's just been a chaotic week getting back
Mhm.
into the swing of things.
Mm-hmm.
Before we start, I have a little fact check.
Uh-oh.
Not a fact check, but more of just some
Fake
feedback.
news.
A lot of people are telling me, I don't know if they're telling you, that we sound very similar.
Oh, I thought this was going to be like Dana lied about this thing.
Dana lied about the leprechaun traps. Yeah, we sound very similar. People can't distinguish our voices, which is
Really?
so funny to me. I don't think we sound alike.
Okay,
at
you go.
all.
You say something.
Oh, hey.
Now, what am I supposed to say? This is Dana speaking.
And this is Katie speaking.
I
They
think
say our cadence is very similar, which is funny because you and I have only been friends for what, 3 years now? 4 years?
Yeah.
Like it's as if they say it's as if we're sisters that we sound so
Wow.
similar.
we don't look similar.
No.
We're like opposite.
Like my best friend from high school was saying that she couldn't tell the difference.
Huh. I would ask my best friends from high school, but they don't
don't
listen to the
listen.
pod. I'm just kidding. Shout out to you guys. I know you do sometimes.
Sometimes.
But I'll ask them.
So anyway, that was the first thing. And then the second thing was my friend Lynn's from Australia was asking, because you know how we were talking about salt and pepper?
Ugh, yeah.
She was like, ask Dana if she says da brat.
Of course
or
I do.
The brat.
Duh, brat.
Okay. Well, she wrote to me. She's like, she definitely says the.
I do not, Linz. I do not say the brat.
But you won't say salt and pepper.
It's just so.
What do you say? Salt and pepper?
I don't say it. Like, I don't talk about that.
You don't talk about that 90s band?
Yeah, like the last time this came up, I
And
don't
50
even
Cent?
remember. Fitty. I don't even
Yeah.
say 50 Cent. I just say Fitty.
Okay. All right.
Because he's also a close personal friend of
Yeah,
mine.
exactly. You're like, I don't need to add the scent
Mm-mm.
onto it.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I'm obsessed with him.
Same.
I love his petty vengeance.
Yeah, he's great, right?
Ah, I love it.
He needs a comeback.
I think he's doing fine.
I know, with the whole Puffy or P. Diddy, whatever his name.
Puffy. How about we
Puffy.
age ourselves a little more? Okay, so da brat, we sound the same.
Yeah.
What else?
Those were
was
my
there?
only fact checks.
Okay, I didn't have any fact checks because again, nobody in my life listens to our podcast. Life updates. Ricky Tickey's birthday. What is he? 28.
42, guys. Ugh, I hate it so much.
He's married to a younger man.
Yeah, and I just said to him, welcome to your mid-40s. And he's like, slow your roll.
42 is not mid.
Well, listen, I want us both to be in our mid-40s.
I know,
And I
but-
am there. Are you there? What is mid-40s?
I'd say 43 or 44 to 46 or 47.
Okay, so I'm in mid-40s.
Maybe it's like,
God damn it.
I think it's 40, 41, 42, 43 is early 40s.
Yeah, 44,
44,
45.
45, 46 is mid 40s. And then 47, 48, 49 is late 40s.
So I just hit my mid-40s. Bummer.
I'm not there yet, you old bag. I'm still
I know. He's literally like,
spring chicken.
we went to Matthew's last night.
Did you get a table?
We got a table. Because, of
Nice.
course, I messaged them and then got the
That was
guy's.
awesome.
I got the guy's cell phone number, the owner's cell phone
So
number.
now
So
you're
now
best
we're
friends.
besties. He's like, message me anytime you need a reservation because they don't take reservations.
Right.
So they take reservations for 6 or more. So anyway, that's why I had to message him. And he's like, you can use that number anytime you want to come in.
I bet you can.
So now I got the hookup at
What's his deal?
Matthew's. Matthew?
Yeah, like, is he hot? Is he our age?
I think he's probably our age. I think he's in his 40s.
Is he married?
I think he used to have a restaurant somewhere, or he used to work in the restaurant scene, and then he opened his own. So that's why it's like this tiny little restaurant off the side of the road. You
It
wouldn't
really
even know
looks
it's there.
like, from the outside, it looks like where my mom would want to host like a funeral repast.
Oh, wow. Really?
Yeah, it's like a New Jersey nice Italian restaurant.
Yeah.
But to me, that feels like somebody's aunt runs it.
Yeah.
And it has really good food, but
Yeah.
it's not like where you want to
It's
go
not
for like a
hip and
hip
cool.
night out.
I will say, like, it was definitely an older crowd inside, but the food was
But,
awesome.
like, what's the lighting? What are the tables
Lighting's
like? What's
amazing.
the vibe? Yeah,
It's a
okay.
good vibe. It's a low light.
Just don't come at me with fluorescence.
You know I hate an overhead light.
Yeah.
I hate an overhead light. I need lamps everywhere in my house.
Yeah.
Low lighting,
Mm.
a nice vibe.
White tablecloth?
And they serve alcohol. So,
Oh,
like,
it's not even BYO?
it's not BYO.
Is there a bar?
full bar, cocktails,
But I mean a
wine,
bar to sit at?
a bar to sit at?
God damn it, really?
Yes, it's really nice.
You've been telling me about this forever. I gotta put it on my list. You know what
Yeah.
it is? It's
If
not
you
on
don't
my
add it to your list, you're never going to get there. I will say, though, the reason I made a reservation is Rick and I tried to go one time on a Tuesday a while ago, and we
can't even
walked in, it was
find
an hour wait. But you know what I think it is? This crowd goes early. So we went at 7:30 last night, and there was 2 tables open.
Nice.
So if you go a
But
little
you
bit
had a
later,
reservation.
I had a reservation just because it was his birthday. I was like, I don't want to wait for an hour.
Yeah. And how did you get the owner's number?
So I emailed them, and well, first I called, and she said, we don't take reservations. Like, you can just come
You
in.
were like, yet.
I go, okay, thank you so much. Boop, boop. Let me just send an email. And he said, text me at this number. So I did. And then I set up the whole reservation that way.
Would it be?
And now we're besties.
I love it.
So if you need a hookup and you need a little rezo,
I do. I've been wanting to go.
I got you covered. Yeah. But anyway, it was great. We had a great time. We had a great birthday celebration.
What'd you wind up giving him for a gift? Orthopedics?
Yes, I gave him some UFOs. He probably would have loved that.
He would have loved those UFOs.
What did I give him? I gave him concert tickets.
To
We're
where?
going to see John Butler Trio in
I don't know who that is.
Pennsylvania. They're an Australian band, and
Mm.
he's like a big guitarist, and it's a very fun concert. We've been to it a couple times, once in Sydney, once here.
Nice.
So we're doing it at the Keswick Theater in Glenside, PA, which is a very cool theater. And then I gave him a solo stove to do campfire s'mores. So I did like a
Cute.
whole s'more kit
Love that.
because we have our whole backyard set up now because
Yeah.
it's 85 degrees here all of
Yeah.
a sudden. So yeah, so I gave him that. So
Love that.
and then I got the kids to make him little pottery, so like a coffee mug, and I got him his favorite coffee, and then Ollie made him a birthday plate.
Cute.
Yeah, so it was great. And then we went to breakfast.
And you turned that all around in like...
Yeah, short amount of time. Okay, I like to procrastinate, but I always end up pulling.
That's why I haven't talked to you in 3 days.
Exactly.
Like, I'm not going to bother her over there. I can picture what
Yes.
she's doing in
Just
that car.
all the decoration, you know,
Yeah.
because I go big. So I do
Mhm.
all the decorations the night before. So I was up late printing out fake concert tickets.
Mhm.
And then that morning we went out to breakfast as well because he took some time off of work in the morning, and we did a little walk in Bill's reservation.
Cute.
So it
Where'd
was
you go
great.
to breakfast?
Went to the corner
Oh, nice. With
Yeah.
the kids or without the kids?
without the kids.
Nice.
Can I just tell you, Rick originally suggested that this was after spring break. So his birthday is 2 days after we get back from Colorado. He suggested that we have Ollie take off school for his birthday. And guess where he wanted to go? I feel like you'd be able to
The
guess
American
this.
Dream Mall.
Yes. And where does he want to go? The water park.
Is it all Dutchmen that love a mall, or is it just Rick? He wanted to go to the water park?
The water park, because Ollie really wants to go there.
Get
I'm like, but that's
a
how you
fungal
want
foot
to
infection?
celebrate your birthday?
Kid-
So I was like, how about
Guy
we
loves his
send-
kids.
He does. He's
I mean, we all
Like-
love our kids, but like, I don't
But,
love my
like-
kids enough to go to the American Dream Mall water park on my
Water park.
birthday.
I was like, can we just back it up a second? We have been with the kids for 10 days straight. Can we just take some time for ourselves and like go to a nice breakfast? He's like, oh yeah, that sounds good too. And then after the day, he's like, this is exactly how I picture our morning going, like very relaxed. And I was like, he's like, right. After we pivoted from the American Dream Mall, the water park Yeah. So,
Wow, Rick.
he likes to go big with the kids. And I'm like, that's fair. But we just had 10 days straight.
I wonder if he would feel the same way if he was home with them all day.
Yeah, I feel like he would.
Oh, God
I
damn it.
know.
Because I was like, that makes me feel better about myself.
I know. I was
Like,
just
if he had to get my children ready for school and out the door 5 days a week, would he still want to go to the water park?
Probably not. But like, I think because we only have one of your,
Mm.
you know, Betty is a different vibe in a different way.
Mhm.
And for him, having one child is a break.
That's a vacation.
It's a vacation. So he's like, let's do something fun with him.
That's why he had a beer in Vermont.
I was like, let's do that for Ollie's birthday.
Yes.
You know, not for your birthday.
That's a good idea.
So we'll probably do that for Ollie's because Rick's parents will be here. But yeah, so I got out of going to the water park. And also, I don't know about you, but after spring break, weren't we all done?
Oh.
I've talked to so many moms and we were spent. I was overstimulated, exhausted. The trip was great, but also there did come a point where we played the quiet game all through lunch because I was like, I can't do it anymore. So to follow that up with a water park, I was like, no, thank you.
No way. No way, Jose.
How was your spring break?
It was great. Sedona, absolutely gorgeous.
It looked amazing. Your pictures looked incredible.
Yeah, I had originally planned it as my high school friends trip, girls trip, but for whatever reason that didn't work out to go out there. And I was there and I was like, I really want to come back with my girlfriends.
Yeah.
Because it's the perfect like desert, hiking, spa, witchy, shopping, good food, all this stuff. And so like 70% of that I didn't do with my kids, you know. Cause
I know I messaged you the one day and I was like, are you going to the spa right now? You're like, no. I thought there would just be a little time for you, you know? Okay.
Joel's work told him 3 days before we left that he had to run an offsite in Vegas the last day of spring break. So he got up at like 5 a.m. every day on the trip to work. And so like we were ready to go at like 8:30 or 9 and had to do like some calls in the evening and stuff. It was like there was no time
for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe if that hadn't happened, maybe I could have. But also like it's like what's the point of going to get a massage and then immediately
being thrust back
into like a pool
chaos
with my kids.
Yeah.
But it was great. Sedona was beautiful. Travel out there was easy. We did a lot of hiking. A friend of mine from college actually was going the next week, and I'm watching all of her Instagram stories because she was messaging me about everything, and she did like 90% more than we did, but her kids were all older.
Okay.
So she did like every hike I wanted to do, but like we only did like 4 maybe.
But I feel like that's a lot. Like Bodhi's only 6 years old.
Yeah.
Like that's and Bodhi he's a little indoor
We got
cat.
to the Grand Canyon and he was like, this is boring.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, you know, you see it, you got to see it. And then once you see it, he's just like, what, like, whatever.
And I also feel like fair, like at that age, kids just want to be in a pool.
Yeah.
You know?
So, yeah. And they had a lot of fun on, like, Bodhi is an indoor cat in some ways, but then in other ways, he's so excited to be like, he loves animals and he loves the wilderness and he loves climbing rocks and all this stuff. But like, the first hike we did was 2 miles out and 2 miles back.
Whoa.
And at the end of the 2 miles out, probably like a mile and a half out, it starts to like steeply incline and it's like legit like 3 points of contact scrambling up a rock.
Okay.
Which definitely worth it. It's called the Devil's Bridge in Sedona if you're ever out there. So it's like a legit.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like we're really and in the desert. It's like 85 degrees.
I feel like you graduated to a next level, right?
100%.
Yeah.
Because Bode's, I mean, he's 6.
Yeah.
But Foster was at like 3. Because he is a golden retriever and he just goes until.
Little scrappy dude just loves to be in it. I saw him jumping off some cliffs. Or like...
He was the only one brave enough to do it. Well,
Sounds
first of all,
right.
so we went to, it's called Grasshopper Point out in Sedona, and it's like a swimming hole with like rock jumps. And we drive out there. We wanted to go to Slide Rock State Park, which is like, they call it like a natural water park.
Oh, cute.
But the line to get in, like I'm shocked Sedona isn't a national park because like the amount of visitors it attracts, like the line of cars waiting to get in, like we wouldn't have gotten in before it closed.
Oh my God.
And I was like, and you know Joel with crowds, we're just like, we're not doing this. So I was like, well, I found this other one and it's like rock jumps and stuff. And Joel, not the strongest swimmer among us. He's just
Oh,
like,
really?
he's like a husky or a Shiba Inu. He's like, he's just doesn't like being in water.
Okay.
So, like when we say like, he's like, I can swim. And I'm like, can you? And he's like, I can stay alive in water.
Oh, wow. I don't think I knew that about him.
He's like fine. And he's going to be so pissed at me
That
for
you're
making
saying
fun of him about
we could
this.
cut it if he
But we used to be on the boat in Lake George and like our
he
friends.
wouldn't jump off?
No, he would, but our friends upstate would be like, remember, like Uncle Joel can't save you to like the little kids on the pool. So it's like, or on the lake.
That's
it's
actually
like,
hilarious.
so it's like,
yeah,
you know, don't go too far.
This is
like,
why he's always on a mountain.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
so are you ever getting a beach house? No.
In this economy, so we go to this, you have to like hike through the woods over like really big boulders and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And you like hike down to the riverbed. And I'm out in front of my family and I step on a rock and there is a gigantic fucking yellow snake.
Oh.
Like this thing, Joel's like, you're being dramatic.
Nope.
I was like, dude, this snake was as long as my fucking couch. It was like so thick around and it was like yellow and gray with stripes.
Wait.
It looked like something from Bodie's Who Would Win books.
Oh my God.
And I was just like, I didn't scream. I like was cooler than I thought I would be.
Okay, that's impressive.
DP is not cool, calm, and collected.
Yeah.
It's just not who I am.
The anxiety doesn't allow you, but Lexapro might allow you.
Fight or flight, skewed toward flight.
Yeah.
You know? So I like quickly go back and the boys are wearing their Crocs. They've already taken them off. And I was like, no, like screaming at them because they're like, Mom, get out of the way. I'm like, no, like there's a huge snake. Oh my God. I was so freaked out. So I just like walked back like 50 feet and just stood there and yelled at my family to back up. But there were all these other people down at the riverbed.
Okay.
And I watched.
Was it in the river?
No, it was on the rocks.
Okay.
Like,
oh God. That is my worst nightmare.
Oh God, it was so awful. But then I watched as all these other people on the riverbed start to notice that the snake is there and they're like grown men screeching and jumping out of the way, except for this one like hippie chick who was like, oh, he's not poisonous. And she's like, I'm going to try to get him.
Let me put it around my neck.
She like grabs the tail of the snake and is like moving up. And I was just like, what the
Indiana Jones.
Yes. And Bodie's like, I know that kind of snake. It's not poisonous. We're fine. I'm like, okay, Bodes, like, love you, but you're 6. Shut the fuck up. And Joel was like, I know you know a lot about snakes, but like, we have to respect nature and all this stuff. And I was like, Bodie, you don't know what it is. Be quiet.
Back up and get the F out of here.
So that ruined the swimming for DP.
Shit.
So now I'm just like perched on a rock, just constantly scanning. But Joel had a point. He's like, all those people were there for a long time before us, obviously, and they hadn't seen any other snakes. Like everybody was surprised to see the snake.
Yeah.
I figured with so many people there that they would hear the noise and not come. I don't know. It was awful. But then Foster was like begging to go jump off this cliff.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, I'm not going.
Yeah.
And Joel's like, I don't jump off of rocks into water.
The
thing about me is
there was snow below. He'd do it.
You know, like Lake George, all the big jumps?
Yeah.
Everybody else is up there doing it. And Joel's like, not
I'll
me. I'm going to have this Surfside on the front of this boat.
That's funny.
So Joel and I are now having a conversation like, do we let our 8-year-old go climb this cliff and jump off of it? But he was so adamant. He was like crying that we were even thinking about not letting him go. And like, you know how he is, lowest. So it's like I couldn't even concentrate. And then we watched a bunch. There were like families going and stuff. I was like, you know what? There's all these other people around.
Yeah,
he's fine.
You know who would have done it with him? Ollie.
Mm-hmm.
Ollie would have been right there with him, ready to jump.
They would have been up there all day.
I think I would have jumped too.
I don't know, Katie. It was pretty.
The snake probably would have deterred me.
It was pretty outdoorsy.
Yeah, but I'm a cliff jumper. Okay.
I know, but like
I've done it in Jamaica a couple times.
I'm not doubting your bravery. Mm-hmm. I'm doubting your ability to not
make it to the rock.
To not be skeeved by this place.
Oh, okay.
Because like the fucking snake and like the
snake.
muck and like.
So I will say there was a time in Australia where I went hiking and it had just stopped raining and someone said to us that's when the snakes come out to like obviously. So they were like, be careful on the hike. And I was like, all right, I'm just going to let everyone know. It was me and my friend Erin. And I was like, I'm out. Like if I see a snake, I am out. I'm not fearful of a lot of things, but a snake is definitely one of my biggest fears. And as we're walking along, she's like, back up. And it was a brown snake, which is poisonous.
Oh, God.
right on the path. Of course, I'm just like, I'm going to run away. And as I'm about to back up, there's an Aussie father walking with his 2 young children. I want to say like 5 and 3, hiking along. And I'm like, like hyperventilating. He's like, hey, calm yourself, American. And he literally just walked up and stomped his feet, and the vibrations just...
Was it Steve Irwin?
Yeah, literally, they're all Steve Irwins out there.
Terrifying.
So
that was my spring break, but then I had to fly home with the boys.
Oh, yeah, by yourself.
Which I have never done, which is like...
But I think...
What am I, a homesteader or something? Like, why have I never flown with my children alone before?
Well,
but like COVID and
also,
panic disorder.
Like, panic disorder. We did talk about this. I mean, that is...
But we also just like...
Never needed to.
Yeah, I just never came up because we were just always flying together. And that's not true. One time I flew with Molly back from vacation with the boys. But they're so good. You put a Nintendo in front of those kids, they don't move.
Yeah. Ollie's the same way. It was great.
And Montclair limo service on the way home.
Oh.
I'm never not booking that for myself.
Yeah, it was great.
Like, I carried these children in my womb for 20 months.
Yeah.
Went through hours of labor. I deserve a limo service.
Plus, you probably had so much luggage.
I had to like take stuff out of I usually pack one giant suitcase for me and the boys. And it was like 55 pounds. We had to take stuff out of it. And Foster was riding it through the airport, so it broke one of the wheels.
Of course it did.
So Daniel from Montclair Limo Service carried it for us, which was amazing.
Okay, I love that.
Yeah. So just investing in it.
Yeah.
Really made it easier.
Okay, that's good. So everything went
like
smoothly.
75% more expensive than an Uber. But
I know. But I think when you're by yourself, it's just worth having those.
If I was on my own coming home at like 5 o'clock,
that's fine.
I would take an Uber. Yeah. But I'm not dealing with that.
Yeah. And I have to say, my Uber experiences lately haven't been great.
Did people at the gym were talking about the Uber where like you never drink the water in an Uber anymore if you're a woman alone.
God. Okay.
Because they like use a pin to put roofies or whatever in the water bottles, and then women just drug themselves in the back of these cars.
I'm drinking every water bottle when I get in that
Uber. I love a free water. I'm not, because I'm gripped with terror that they're gonna sex traffic me.
I'm just like chugging the whole bottle.
Molly's like, nobody's sex trafficking a 43-year-old.
Calm yourself.
But I don't love getting in an Uber in Newark at 11 o'clock at night by myself. Never doing it again.
Okay, well, I always do it, but now you're making me think twice.
Well, that's why I
get
Montclair limo.
I did Colorado, so I went out to Colorado. My little brother Christian lives out there. And when I say little, my family is very dysfunctional. So he's 31. So he's 12 years younger than I am. And then I have another little brother who's 15 years younger than me. So we were all together out in Colorado, and it was so nice because when I moved back from Australia, they moved out to Portland. So I haven't spent a whole lot of quality time with them, and it was so great to get out there and spend time with the kids. So we went to Denver, and then with Easter, Judy was out there as well. So we all got together, all our families, at this little brewery, and it was so nice. Weather was beautiful. So we spent time with them in the morning.
Sunny out there.
So sunny, and just like having drinks in the morning, and the kids were all playing together.
Love a morning cocktail.
Morning cocktail. It was really nice. And then afterwards, Rick, me, Ollie, and my brother Michael and his girlfriend went to a Phillies game out there. So it was really great. We could just buy tickets last minute for like $20. They didn't win, which was such a bummer because Ollie's yet to be to a Phillies game where they're winning, and they're a pretty good team. So they had won both times before that. So anyway, it was great. We had a great time. After that, we went to Silverthorne, so up to the mountains, did like Breckenridge and some other little towns up there, and we stayed in an Airbnb up there that was stunning. Had a little traumatizing moment. I don't know if I told you about this. So there is a lake house. Yeah, I did tell you about this. There's a lake house there, and they have a lake house and a pool house at this Airbnb. It was just so beautiful. And so we went to the lake house, and there's like kind of a little bit of a hill. So you can't, like if you're at the lake house, you can't see the water line, but no one's there. We're there definitely in mud season, as they call it. So it's pretty dead in the resort area. So we're kind of in the lake house because I am FaceTiming with my aunt, who is showing me a possible shore house, which we didn't get. But she was like, let me show it to you. She was with the realtor. So we had planned for this. The kids were throwing rocks in at the water. And Rick has his eyes kind of like on the FaceTime, but he keeps walking out a lot to make sure they're okay. And as he's walking out, I don't hear it, but Ollie's screaming that Betty is now in the water. And I'm still FaceTiming like an asshole. And I'm like, I think her feet got wet. Like, I don't know what's happening. And then all of a sudden I'm like, hey, Kathy, I gotta go. I like hang up the phone and I see Rick just pull one hand down and pull her out with one hand. And I am in full panic mode. I run down to her, grab her. He runs to the car and gets towels. And
Is she just screaming?
Screaming, crying. She was freezing. And now I'm like, wait, how cold was that water? Do we have to worry about hypothermia?
No.
I know. But when you're just like, do I have to bring her to the hospital? We're in the middle of nowhere. Like, everything's racing through your mind. So Rick gets towels. He's pretty traumatized by it. So he's taking deep breaths. And then Ollie's there and turns to us in the most Dutch, matter-of-fact tone ever. And he goes, well, guys, at least she didn't drown. And we both look at him and we're like, yeah, Ollie, it's a good thing your sister did not drown. Thank you for stating that.
Sometimes my kids will say something and I'm like, is this it? Am I raising a psychopath?
Yes, I think that was our moment. We were just like, what?
Lacks empathy.
I was just like, we both just stared at each other and then stared at him like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, that was our only traumatizing moment, but it was enough.
Oh, yeah.
And, like I said, like,
I think most parents have had a moment like that where you just realize that like the only way to be safe is an adult next to the child who doesn't swim. Yeah. Like there's no other way.
And I think with Ollie, like, and you probably see this with your boys, he's so aware of his body at all times. Like, he's never really fell a lot. Like, he is doing flips off the roof.
That is not true about Foster.
Oh, yeah. That's right. You did
Foster, for such a coordinated, athletic kid, is a fucking klutz.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he literally closed his thumb in the car door in Sedona and then immediately tripped over a curb. And it was just like, bro.
Yeah. So I don't have that with Ollie.
Oh,
Ollie's
my God.
like opposite.
I don't have it with Bodhi because he's so cautious and aware. Foster is just like flopping everywhere, tripping over everything. I mean, he's sprained his ankle like 3 times. He's had a concussion. Like, he is just
that's true. He came to my house over the
artist.
weekend with an ice pack on his ankle.
Always.
Yeah.
Like, I should
but
tape
it's weird
up his
because
ankles
he is
and put a
so
helmet. Athletic and
adventurous,
yes.
and like just wants to do front flips and back flips.
Like, I see him do shit on a soccer field, and I'm just like, how you trip out the front door? Going to school
but how are you? Yeah,
it's so.
But the
weird.
thing is, I think the difference is when Foster's focused on something, it's a whole different world.
Yeah. I mean, we have 2 steps at our front door, and he has fallen off
every day,
like so many times, like face planted into my hydrangeas like multiple times. It's so weird.
So like Ollie's adventurous, but like, and he's athletic and he'll do front flips, but I don't even want to say it out loud, but he's pretty good with it. Like, we've never had to worry like he's falling in the pool. We've never had to worry like he's
Foster definitely
falling down the stairs. Nothing. Like, and that's why when he's at the top of like some climbing structure and he wants to jump off, I'm like, go for it, dude. Betty be different. She be my boo-boo Betty, and like,
I mean, she broke her arm falling off a 1-inch tall slide.
Yeah, where I got to the ER and they're like, excuse me.
Social worker coming in.
Yeah, can you tell us that story again? Like, was it on
kids
grass?
Kids don't break their arms like that, lady.
Was the 2-inch slide on the roof? So anyway, note to self, we just have to be.
When we I think I told you and Rick this when my friend Patterson's a pool in our backyard.
Oh, yeah.
And we were my girlfriends were going to our high school reunion. Our husbands weren't coming. They were staying at Patterson's house at the pool to like hang with all the kids.
Mm-hmm.
And Joel's like right inside the sliding door that goes outside to like the deck and the pool and stuff.
Yeah.
And as I'm leaving, I was like, babe, you have to be outside.
Yeah.
He's like, I can see the pool from here. I'm like, you have to be outside.
Yeah.
If Foster is outside, you have to be outside. He cannot swim. And if he can fall in that pool and kill himself, he will.
He will.
Joel's like, fine. He like goes. And as we're all walking out, Foster falls in the pool and Joel has to sprint across. Like my high school friends are all looking at me like, we're going to be in the car. Because whatever you're about to, because like we had we bickered about it in front of everyone. And Joel was like, and then he had to go sprinting across the yard to get this baby out of the pool. And I was like, told you so. Joel's like, this is why I don't listen to your stupid podcast. Yeah. So we rented these side-by-sides in the desert. Yeah. Because my boys obviously are obsessed with like anything that goes fast and go-karts and motorcycles and all this stuff. So Joel rented like this, like, I guess you call it side-by-side, but it's like a dune buggy thing. Yeah, the dune
buggies, yeah.
Yeah, it's got like the metal cage and whatever.
That's so fun.
So fun, except Bodhi immediately went into a massive panic attack.
Oh, what?
Hated it.
No.
Was terrified. So I was in the front, the boys were in the back.
It's all one, you're all
four of us in it, 4-seater. And we start to go, and Bodhi's just like loses his mind.
Crying.
Screaming, crying.
Oh gosh.
I like reach my hand back to hold his hand. He's like doing the like,
oh no.
Oh my God. So I like go to sit in the back.
Yeah.
And I'm like holding his hand. I'm like, buddy's gonna, because we have it for 4 hours and this shit was not cheap.
Okay.
And now we're in the middle of the desert.
Oh, you can't. Okay. Oh God.
Because we have to drive.
Oh my God.
On the road.
And meanwhile,
to get
Foster's
to the tracks.
Climbing on the roof, probably.
And Foster's like, wow. Foster wants to go fast.
Yeah, of course.
Bodhi doesn't even want the thing to move. So we're trying to like ease Bodhi into it, like doing bumps, but like anytime there's a bump, anytime it went up on its side, he's like, like panicking, screaming, crying. I felt so bad for him. I'm like hysterically laughing because it's like LOL.
Yeah.
And so I sit in the back, Foster sits in the front, and now Foster is screaming that Bodhi's ruining it and we can't go fast. And now he starts crying.
Oh my
So
God.
both of our kids are hysterically crying and screaming at us.
For
I'm in the back,
reasons.
hysterically laughing, and Joel is just in the front, like slamming his head
against
on the steering wheel. It was just one of those moments where I was like, this was the highlight. Like the boys were so excited for this. We booked it months in advance.
Oh,
like,
God.
And it's just an absolute disaster.
Yeah, that's rough. So what'd you do?
Well, it was one of those moments where it's like, is it worth traveling with children? Like, Joel and I would have had a blast out there without those kids. So Bodhi got out.
Yeah.
And I stood with Bodhi like in the middle of the desert, just like waiting for a coyote to come eat us. And Joel and Foster like went on like a track really fast.
Okay.
But then when Joel let Bodhi drive it,
that was a different vibe.
On his lap, he loved it.
Yeah.
And then Foster got to drive it on his lap, and then Bodhi could get in.
Kind of came back to it. Yeah.
And then we drove to some, honestly, I have to say the nerd in me was really excited because we went to see a cliff dwelling, like ancient cliff dwelling that you can only get to by like doing
that's pretty
out
cool.
In the desert. There were petroglyphs. Have you ever seen a petroglyph in real life?
No, I don't even know what that is.
Oh my God, it's an ancient drawing on a cave.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But like tens of thousands of years
cool.
ago.
Like kind of like Ice Age vibes.
You know where they talk about petroglyphs a lot?
On
Ancient Aliens.
Yep.
I was so excited.
I'm like, how do you just spit out this word as if you say it every single day?
Come on, everybody knows what a petroglyph
I don't think
glyph is.
Let's ask the people. I bet they don't.
Do you? Do you know what that is?
They don't.
It was so cool.
Wow.
So that was in the middle of the dune buggy thing.
Okay,
so
that's
after
fun.
our little break and our hike through the woods and our petroglyphs.
Yeah.
Now I don't know. Now I'm doubting myself. I think it's petroglyph. Petroglyph?
I think you got it right the first time.
And then afterwards, Bodhi would allow the speedometer to go over 20 on the way back, which
God.
On those bumpy roads feels
that's
faster.
enough.
But it was just one of those moments where it was like, we planned for this. It was the highlight of the trip. We were all so excited.
Like hand me a cigarette kind of vibe.
It was ridiculous. Like I wish I could have like videoed it.
Them both
show
hysterically
you the
crying.
absurdity.
Yeah.
Foster screaming and crying that we weren't going fast enough. Bodhi screaming and crying that we were going too fast. And Joel just slamming his head on the
I feel like that's a good summary of the family
my
dynamic.
Of my trip to Sedona and my life in general.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it was really funny.
Okay.
So also, guys, I got my first spray tan.
Oh, yes.
Before I went to Sedona.
You're welcome.
My blonde friend here, though, didn't tell me I had to specifically request the 4 hour.
Yeah, sorry. I didn't think they did the normal ones. And
Couple
you were
things.
with, did give you a warning about the girl that was spraying you.
Well, yeah, the owner was like, she's not very chatty. I was like, perfect.
And I was like, I hate that.
I don't want to stand
But if you
spread
had the
eagle
chatty
with
one,
my
she would have
arms.
been like, let's do this rapid one. So the rapid one is 4 hours, and then you get to shower it off.
So when I walked out of there, the smell,
Yeah, it's a little rough.
I almost puked. And I was like,
Yeah.
am I having a panic attack? Like, because I feel really nauseous right now. And then I realized it was like the smell.
Okay, yeah.
And then I got home and I felt like I looked like Ross.
Yeah, you
Geller
called me
when-
like a little bit
know,
panicking, and
'cause
I was like,
really worried.
and I was like, trust me, you're gonna
And then I came
shower.
outside and Morgan's like, it looks amazing. And I was like, of course you think it looks amazing, Morgan. I've never been this tan before.
Every time I come home after I get it done before I shower, Rick's always like a little Trumpy, you know?
Yes. Like I felt like that old lady in There's Something About Mary.
Yes.
I felt like my teeth
look really
were
white.
so white.
Yeah.
I was mortified. And then I tried on
Your bathing suit.
a bathing suit
And
like an idiot
Oh.
and couldn't return it because I got spray tan all over it. I
Okay.
wanted to keep it anyway.
I didn't realize that you okay.
Mhm. Like an idiot. And it's white. It's
Did
lined
you
with
love
white.
how you looked in the bathing suit with a nice little tan?
Yeah, I definitely looked better. Like I liked the end result, but 50-50 if it's worth it for me for the first 24 hours. Like,
Yeah, but I think you need to do the rapid.
oh, the
Because it's
smell.
4 hours.
I just felt like I looked like Jersey Shore. I was like Snooki. I felt like Snooki.
Yeah, but for 4 hours you're Snooki. And then the rest
8.
Okay, well you were 8. But typically it's 4.
Oh, I hated it. But I did get it done.
Okay.
And I had never done
Never
it before
again?
at 43 years old.
I think you'll do it again.
I think I'll probably do it again before Miami.
Yeah.
And I
yeah, in a month.
yeah,
that a
like
month?
2.5 weeks.
Shit.
And then I
Wow.
might do it again like before the pool.
Okay. Love that.
And I also got another round of laser hair removal yesterday.
Okay. How'd that go?
Laser to the crotch like a Star Wars character.
Okay.
It fucking hurt so
Yeah, dude,
bad.
That's not for me.
My whole body broke out in sweat.
Yeah.
And I was like, why does it hurt so much more? And she's like, because you go up in the laser strength every time you do it. And I was like, nobody fucking told me that. She's like, we don't tell people that. I'm like,
Okay.
"Fine." So she's lasering
How
my
long?
crotch. It's a half-hour service
Okay.
of torture.
Oh,
I'm like, this
shit.
is
it worth
how
it?
the POWs felt in Vietnam.
Yeah. Okay.
I hope it's worth it because I have that thick ass hair.
Yeah.
And in the summer, I just
How many more do you have to do?
for my armpits, I have to do 2 to 3 more.
Okay.
And my bikini, I have to do like 4 to 5 more.
Oh, shit.
And I was like, I'm going to go for the Brazilian. And then halfway through, I was like, no, I'm not.
Yeah. Hard pass, just bikini.
I was profusely sweating.
Yeah.
Like when I
They don't give you any numbing for that?
No. When I sat up, my back stuck to like the paper because I
Yeah.
was wet through my t-shirt.
Yeah.
And the noises I made
Yeah.
when she's doing that. And like the nurse practitioner is like hysterically laughing because I'm like, is everybody this dramatic? And
Yeah.
she's like, some people, but
She's
you
like,
know,
not really.
not really, you psycho.
Yeah.
And I made this one noise that was so absurd. And they give you stress balls to hold.
Yeah.
And I'm like, sorry, that was involuntary. And she's like, oh, I know. Nobody makes that sound on purpose.
Oh my God, dude. This sounds like hell on earth.
It was the
You're not selling
worst
it to
thing
me.
ever. And Shree's like, I got that done 10 years ago. It was like a 4 out of 10 pain. I'm like, what the fuck?
Okay, well, I will tell you, Tiff did it once, maybe twice, and she was like, never again.
Yeah, dude, it was.
It's not for me.
And I walk out and like the ladies at the front desk are like, how you doing? And I was like, everyone could hear me. They're like,
You're like, oh, this whole
They're like,
office just heard me screaming.
everyone
It's
could
like
hear
the
me.
40-year-old virgin
Yeah.
where he gets the chest wax.
It was so humbling / mortifying.
Are you
and
going back?
I have to.
Dude,
I'm in it
what?
now.
I mean, can you take like Advil beforehand? Is there anything they
well, they
can-
also said, so I'm 5 days out from my period.
Okay.
And they were like, that maybe combined with the extra,
Yeah.
like the increase in strength. So like, and then I was like, well, when is the best time? They're like, well, you're pretty sensitive before your period and you're sensitive during your period and then you're sensitive after your period. And I was like, so just all month? Like,
Yeah.
what am I supposed to do? She's like, no, I mean like 2 days after your period. Like a week before to 2 days
Okay.
after, like avoid that part of the month. I was like, okay. So I pulled my Clue period tracker up and we like booked the next one for a different time. I think I might just get drunk next time.
I just have to say, like,
Is
in
that bad?
general,
Because you don't bleed or
no.
anything. I think I'm just gonna have a
No.
couple glasses of wine.
Yeah, I would definitely be
You're gonna
drunk.
have to
I
drive
will be
me.
your sober driver. Okay. That's what friends do. And
Yeah.
I just want to say, like, in general,
I mean, it's
just
right next
like,
to Zugma, so we could go have lunch,
oh, yeah.
get hammered,
Okay.
take a laser to the crotch.
Well, you get hammered and I'll be your designated driver. Just in general, what women have to go through when it comes to pain.
I went to that front desk and I was like, men could never. I'm like wiping the sweat from my mustache.
And I'm like, for what? Like, so it just reminded me, I had this procedure done once and it was a gynecological like procedure where they had to kind of like they wanted to check something in my uterus. And
so they go through the cervix.
And it wasn't like they had to go through the cervix. And it wasn't a saline sonogram. It was one that had dye. So like contrast. But no one really prepared me for it. They were like, if you want, take some Advil beforehand. No big deal. And of course, it was a male doctor who was doing it to me. Dana, when I tell you, I feel like I have a pretty decent pain tolerance. I shot off the table.
Yeah.
I was screaming and crying. And he was like, hold still. And I'm like,
fuck off, bro.
Motherfucker. That's what I just was like so enraged that no one prepared me. And I think I later had a saline one, which is very different, but something with the contrast in it, it is just the most painful thing I've ever went through. And they're like, maybe just a couple Advil. And I'm like, what?
Have you ever seen the thing where they stimulate period cramps to men?
Yes. Well, I just saw Lena Dunham. She was promoting her new book and, she's struggled with endometriosis and a lot of gynecological issues, I think. I think she might have had to had what do you call it when you have everything? Hysterectomy. And she's like, for so long, it's just like, oh, you're a female, deal with the pain.
Yeah.
Like, it's just your period. No big deal. And I feel like that's just such a common theme.
And then they say that period cramps, a heart attack is similar to period cramps in the pain level.
Yeah.
So a lot of times women don't even know they're having a heart attack because they're just used to being in pain. Yeah. Like to be a woman is to know pain.
Yeah, it's just so insane. And now, so I will be your designated driver.
So I'm getting hammered.
I will get you drunk and I will drive you there and drive you home.
I just really never want to have to shave my bikini line again.
Yeah, and I think that's fair.
Because it gets so irritated and bumpy. And I'm at that pool all the time with the boys. So it's not like it's like a one.
Like there's a reason you're doing it. It's not to be.
And I'm figuring a year of these treatments or half a year, whatever, over getting waxed every 4 weeks for the rest of my life.
Yeah, I get it. I'm not judging you. I'm just saying it's just crazy the amount of pain. And you're right. No man could ever handle it.
No way.
Speaking of treatments, I got my Invisalign.
You're not wearing it right now, though.
No.
Girl. You don't want to be lispy for the pod?
I got it. What's today? Wednesday. I got it on Monday. And I be lisping like I'm back in high school with some headgear on.
That's why I never wore mine during the day because I was podcasting back then too. And I drink coffee all day.
Yeah. Like I've been pretty good with it, but I'm like, I'm not for our podcast, keeping these suckers in. And it's funny, I've been saying to people, like, I'll say one sentence and I'm like, I just have to preface this conversation with, I just got Invisalign and I'm literally lisping like I'm back in 1992. And they're like, oh, we didn't notice. And so then I go to see
You're just polite.
I see Andrea yesterday at the playground. I didn't even say, I was like, hey, she's like, I like your bracelets. And I'm like, oh my God. I was like, everyone's just been so nice to me. Like, oh, we don't even notice it. I'm like, yeah, dude,
like, LOL.
You definitely notice it.
I only wore mine at night and it still was fine.
Yeah, I'm not risking it because I need mine for a year.
Yeah.
You need it. You did it.
Mine was 6 months and it took a year because I only wore it at night.
Yeah, I don't want this shit for 2 years. I'm going to
But then you have to wear it at night for the rest of your life anyway.
Yeah, I know. But did they put the wire brackets? Okay.
Yeah.
Did you have that after you had braces?
We talked about this. I had braces for 20 years.
I know, but the wire.
No.
Okay, so
wait,
Rick
no, they
has
didn't
the
put
wire.
they didn't put anything permanent in my mouth. No, that's not.
I know, but I think it's because we had braces
so
long ago. that we didn't get that wire put
'Cause
on.
Rick's
But
only 12.
Rick's only 12. He got the wire on. And I was talking to someone else and they're like, yeah, I have a wire behind my teeth. Yeah. So it's a thing. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm going to wear my Invisalign retainers forever.
Forever.
at
Because
night.
who wants to go through this shit again?
No, and they move so quickly. Like if I don't wear
Yeah.
it for a couple nights, and now because it's been 6 years,
Yeah.
I'll skip a night here or there.
Yeah.
Like if I'm super tired, I just don't want to deal with it. They move immediately. Like it feels tighter
Yeah.
the next day. Or like one time I forgot them when we went to Vermont for 3 days, and I came back and it was like a little uncomfortable, and I put them back in. Yeah, so
I'm
like,
not going through this again.
No.
I'm over it. So I'll be wearing it every day for a year, guys. Get ready for the lisping, sexy lisp.
I love that.
What else do we got? Oh, you want to talk about your breast reduction?
Yeah, hoping to be on the calendar in 3 weeks.
Wow.
If Joel doesn't have to go to Asia.
Hope he listens to this one.
Yeah. We'll know by Friday if
Yeah.
I'm going to have it May 7th or not. Because if
Okay.
I can't have it May 7th, then I got to find another date, and I might just like not be able to go in the pool for a portion of the summer, or
Yeah.
maybe have to wait till the fall. But I don't want to do that because now that I just want to get it done,
Yeah.
I'm nervous.
Yeah, of course. It's a surgery.
I mean, I've been under anesthesia 3 times in my life.
Yeah.
But it's still surgery. I still have kids.
Right.
Like, you know, Kanye West's mom died during a tummy tuck, which makes me nervous.
Yeah, I wish you didn't tell me that. I kind of forgot about that. And that.
Why? Are you getting a tummy tuck?
No, I'm not getting a tummy tuck. But I'm just
so
like,
what are you nervous about?
I just didn't realize it was something so like cosmetic that she died from.
Yeah, although Lizzie was like, maybe she was doing it like at home with like a weird pseudo.
Yeah,
I don't
knowing
know.
him.
I don't know enough about it, but
Yeah.
I also just have anxiety. So
Yeah.
I'm nervous about all of it. But
Yeah.
I do remember.
It's a very renowned center that you're using.
Yeah,
and-
she's been a surgeon for 25 years. She seems wonderful. Her office is wonderful. It's right in Montclair. But yeah, I mean, it's a decent
I can't believe
sized
you're getting
surgery.
your breast reduction before my upper bleph. I was really hoping I was going to get
Mm.
that done soon.
Yeah, what's going on with that?
I took a break because I got the Botox.
Right.
And so now, but your
Well-
mom's going to give me the name of someone.
Well, you gotta follow up on that.
Yeah.
Do you think she can remember?
I know. Well, I was going to follow up with you in a little bit.
You can
To
always,
ask her.
I could just give you her number. You should text her.
Okay.
Yeah. So that I'm hoping is happening soon. I'm so
Yeah, that's awesome.
I
I'm
was I
happy
like
for
got
you.
nervous, and then I was walking out to get the boys yesterday, and it was like 85 degrees, and my bra felt like too tight and itchy, and my boobs just felt like ugh.
And they're
I was sweaty.
like heavy.
Yeah, and I was like, you know what? Fuck this.
Yeah.
I just thought I was gonna have a little bit more time to
Yeah, but you know what? Now you
Panic
get to
about it.
like stride into hot girl summer
Mm.
with a backless shirt, like your dream. So yeah, it's gonna be great.
Never gonna wear a bra again.
Yeah.
Just
Get
kidding.
ready.
They can't make me small enough to never wear a bra again. But
Oh, really?
did we not talk about this?
I mean, you did tell me, but I thought you could go braless.
Well, yeah, because it's also a lift.
Yeah.
But just like the shape of my body, she can't make me like an A cup
Yeah.
or a B cup or even a C cup. So I'll probably just be like a really
Please?
small D.
Wow.
But I feel like most people don't realize their cup size is bigger than they think it is. Like
No, I'm pretty
Elizabeth is
sure.
a D cup,
Really?
which you wouldn't expect.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you get like properly fitted for a bra.
Maybe I'm a C, guys.
People are usually too big of a band and too small of a cup.
Yeah.
Because people are like, I don't have big enough boobs to be a D cup, but like a small D cup is not that big.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it sounds big, but yeah.
Right.
Okay.
It sounds big, but anywho,
Okay.
she's like, you're gonna look like your boob isn't gonna be shaped like a boob if I make it that small.
Yeah, fair.
So anywho,
Okay. Do you show her like the kind of boobs you want?
no,
Okay.
because she has to tell you what she can do for your body.
Yeah, fair.
Because it has something to do with like the measurements of like the width of your chest and
Okay.
how your breasts are shaped and like all
Yeah.
this stuff. So,
Okay.
but she
Did she show you what they would look like?
we flipped through in a giant binder of before and after pictures of
Yes.
just boobs.
Okay.
And I was
Love
like,
that.
yes. It's crazy how different everybody's bodies are.
Yeah.
Though. But yeah. So I
great.
mean, it could be as early as May 7th, but
Yay,
then
I'm so
we'll have to
excited for you.
plan. Well, I guess I can pod.
I mean, we can figure it out.
Yeah, I'll just be laying flat in my
For
bed.
our
It's gonna be like a week.
wild audience that we have.
We can
that-
podcast from my bed for
Yeah.
my
Oh, I
breast
love
reduction
that.
recovery.
Yeah. Okay.
That's if Joel doesn't go to Asia. If he goes to Asia, we
Well,
don't
I'm
know.
keeping my fingers and toes crossed.
Thank you so much.
And I'm here for you, obviously.
Yes, appreciate it.
Should we start with Artemis or do you want to start with Crazy Trump?
Let's start with Artemis.
Okay.
Because I really tuned out when I was in Sedona.
Yeah.
I didn't really look at social
Same.
media. I didn't really look at the news. I was very disconnected.
Yeah.
I kind of missed the Artemis thing.
Yeah, it was pretty
Like when I
amazing.
came back, there was all this shit about like women in space and all this
Yeah.
stuff. And I was just like, I don't really, I get that like a woman went around the moon.
Yeah.
And I get that the crew was all over the age of 45.
Yeah.
And then they all went silent, I think, when Trump called them or
Yeah.
something. But if you could fill me in, that would be great.
So I kind of tuned out as well. So I just did some recaps
So
and
we've
we
got
watched
some
it with Ollie.
half-ass gossip.
Yeah, half-ass goss.
Which is on
That's all-
brand. It's on brand
That's
for
all
us.
we ever have, guys. But I watched it with Ollie, who's like very into it. And it is like, I feel like in the time we are living in with all the bullshit, the political bullshit, the craziness, the wildness of Trump, I feel like we are horny for these scientists to go up into space.
It's called competence porn.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Mhm.
And I feel like the world was tuning in and so excited about it because of the competence porn. We just needed
someone who's good at their jobs.
Yes.
Who completes a mission in a straightforward,
and
ethical
actually has
manner.
a scientific reason for things.
We do like science.
So we watched the launch and then, oh God, I'm going to screw this up when they come back down.
Well, I look forward to that re-entry.
Yeah, I don't know if it's called re-entry. Maybe it is. Let's just call it re-entry.
Let's do it.
Fuck it.
Fuck it.
Re-entry.
JD Vance is vice president. We can do whatever we want.
So that was pretty spectacular. My mom was saying you have to watch it with Ollie, and them getting the boats out to them and going in the capsule. Okay. Is it a capsule? Sure. They have the key and they're going in and you can hear them like as they're opening the door and everyone's like, oh my God, I'm getting teared up just even talking about it. It was just like pretty amazing that like them all working together and seeing how excited they were that they all gave the thumbs up, or I think they say green, that all four were green. And they have the cameras on their helmets as they're going into the astronauts. And it was pretty incredible.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I was really here for it.
Did you ever see that movie with Sandra Bullock and George Clooney? She's in space. I don't know.
I don't know if I have.
It's the one that Tina Fey made the joke that like George Clooney, instead of spending time with a woman his age for one more minute, he decided to float away into space and die. And Sandra Bullock like return, like he sacrifices himself and she gets back. And a lot of it is like the capsule coming back and landing in the ocean and her crawling to get out and like all this stuff.
Yeah, God, I forgot about that one.
It's like a very vivid scene, like a very desperate scene that you're like,
yeah.
It's like that final approach that like so many things could go wrong.
Yes.
And like it's such a
that's
miracle
the thing.
to come
like
back
they have all the
healthy.
parachutes and then there's so many different parachutes and then they're calling out which parachutes are going off and that all four have gone off safely. It's pretty amazing to watch it. And just like they were just up in space.
And the fact that we can do that.
And then, wait, we didn't even talk about it. They named one of the craters after one of the astronaut's late wife? And even like all of it. Like
that's why the internet was like, he gave her the moon. You can't even get a text back.
It was just like an emotional moment. I actually don't know if it was the astronaut on board or someone back at the station.
It was Carol, but
I know her name was Carol. But yeah, the whole thing. I feel like it just gave everyone a little bit of life again.
Like, look what humanity can do when we work together and believe in science.
And that was it. Like the team spirit behind it, and just. They were all just so excited to see them there, and everyone's
we're so
just
starved
cheering.
for good news of humanity and leadership being competent and achieving goals together and like teamwork. And
it was really amazing to watch.
Yeah, I'm sorry I missed it. Well, maybe I'll have to
just
go back.
watch it on YouTube. The boys will Foster.
Yeah,
will
I'm just going to tell them
it
just happened because they had no idea it happened.
Yeah,
so I'm going to be like, we're going to watch this really cool thing.
Yeah.
But wait, and they all went quiet when Trump called?
Yeah, so Trump calls and he's like, I don't even know what he was saying now. It was so long ago that I watched it.
Something fucking stupid about his ballroom, probably.
Now, I haven't seen, and maybe someone can fact check us on it.
Please,
like, if
Matthew.
The connection... Yeah, exactly. If the connection went dead, because then they are like, are you still, like, they're calling to their commander, I think, to see, like, are you still there? And
That's what I would have done if Trump called me. I'd be
yeah, like they were
bad
just
connection.
like smile.
Can't hear you.
That's what it felt like.
Yeah.
Like, what? What are you saying? And no one said anything. So
I love that.
I mean, that plus everything, everyone is just like here for it, you know? So that was pretty great. All right. So, I mean, do we want to talk about all the Trump stuff?
No.
The blasphemy and.
No.
But I will say one quick thing. I was talking to a friend this morning while I grabbed coffee, and she said another friend of hers was telling her that the family has now turned on Trump. Her whole family supports Trump. Their family has now turned because of this post.
LOL, guys.
Right.
I'll take it
LOL,
any way I can get it.
I will take it.
But get fucked.
Like, if that's going to be the moment you turn away from your cult.
Blasphemy.
I'll take it.
Sure.
You know?
Sure.
And he wants to say
join
he
us,
was a
but
doctor.
Join us, but you got to sit in the back because we don't want to talk to you.
Get to the
You
back.
can come in, but you can shut the fuck up.
Yeah. So come on in.
Great.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if my spirit can make it to the midterms.
Yeah, I know.
Because I keep thinking I just need a break.
Yeah.
But the break doesn't seem long enough.
Yeah. And like,
but I have a meeting on the 20th and I'm hoping I'll be ready to get back into working. I just got a text.
like-
I just got a text while we're podcasting. I'm
Oh,
like,
really?
no,
yeah.
I don't have the spirit for it right now.
And
like, I don't know what I need to do to refill my coffers around that.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I feel like the inundation every single day of something new from him, where I'm like, where are we? Like, where's our government? Who is not stepping up to this? Like, it's just, my friend from Australia sent me a post from Donald Trump, and she's like, is this real?
It's all real.
And I'm like, it's all real. It's so wild and insane. And that people are still standing behind him after all of this. Like, the man is delusional. He's in his last stage of Alzheimer's, and we're still going along with it.
Yeah. You know what else? You know what else chaps my ass, Katie?
Tell me.
I don't want to hear about Katy Perry and Justin Trudeau.
Yeah, I know.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't like her.
Mm-hmm.
I used to like him,
Mm-hmm.
and I just don't care. Guys,
So-
stop trying to make fetch happen. Nobody cares that you're dating.
Yeah.
And you're 54. You should not be at Coachella.
With a backwards hat. I actually went down a rabbit hole randomly.
Did you now?
Because I saw that. I saw Coachella. I obviously saw
And isn't she
Beats at
pregnant with
Coachella.
twins, or was that AI too?
Oh, I think that's fake.
So I sent something to my friend who's going through like this town hearing process.
Yeah.
And it was like a funny video from an HOA meeting, and I sent it to him and I was hysterically laughing, and he's like, that's fake, right? And I was like, nope.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm apparently the problem.
You're a little boomer.
I thought it was so funny, and I was like, you know what? I actually
You're
don't
like our
care.
moms sending us a video.
Like Plandemic, that video. I'm like, oh my God, Bill Gates started the pandemic.
Yeah.
But honestly, when it's funny, I don't care if it's real or not,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it made me ha ha ha.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's what I need
That's what
right
we
now.
need. Everyone needs right now.
Yeah. But sorry, I interrupted you. What happened on?
Okay, so anyway, I just was looking at this picture of Katy Perry and Trudeau, and I didn't even know it was him. Like, they were walking in. I was like, is that Trudeau? I'm like, that's got to just be a friend of hers.
You didn't
holding
know
her
they were
hand.
dating this whole time?
No, I didn't know it was him because he had a backwards hat.
Because he looked like he
he
was
20 years
24.
old.
Yeah.
And then I saw a picture of them together, and I'm like, this is grossing me out.
Right?
And then I had to go back because, again, like you were saying, competence porn. Like, I used to be hot for him. Like, I used to just be like,
well, during Trump's first term, when him and Macron would get together, it'd be like, now you guys are just showing off.
yeah.
Regardless of what you feel about their politics, they're like handsome young men who are competent. And it was deeply upsetting for me to watch.
Right?
Yeah.
And like you were just like watching from afar, like, ooh, now I'm like, you are grossing me out.
Yes.
I went and did a deep dive of his wife, his
Yeah.
ex-wife, who is so competent, speaks 3 different languages.
What's her name? Sophie?
Sophie.
Yeah.
They grew up together.
Yeah, I was like, I
3
feel bad for
children.
Sophie. I'm on team Sophie.
But she seems fine. Like, I don't even know if we have to feel bad for her. I think she's good.
No, but just like, I'm picking a team.
Yeah.
I'm on team Sophie.
We're on team Sophie.
Yeah.
Get fucked, Trudeau.
Well, you know what it made me think, and here's where I shift into Bernie Sanders mode. It's just like Katy Perry's out there collecting gifts from Elon Musk. She's going up to space talking about this like life-changing thing while people are starving and don't have health insurance. And now she's dating this progressive leader from another country. It's like, oh, Bernie's right. It's just the billionaire class. And I don't want to see you guys fraternizing.
Yeah. At Coachella.
Fuck off.
At Coachella. Just...
Yeah, so I'm not here for them. I'm on team Sophie, even though nobody asked.
Yeah.
And somebody, Matthew, if you could fact check if Katy Perry's pregnant with twins.
Yeah. Matt's got a lot of fact checking.
I know. I hope you have a note.
I hope you're listening to this one. Okay, what else was on there? Oh, Aubrey Plaza. She's preggers. I'm so happy for her, but there's been a lot of hate online for her. And I just wanted to say, get fucked. Because she's a woman. Because she's a woman and her husband passed away. And I don't know how long ago it was, maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago, a year ago. Well, who cares? Yeah. Who cares?
Right.
She met someone else and she's pregnant and she's happy. So all you haters, get fucked.
Yeah. And she's going to have the coolest little witchy baby.
I feel like people, I don't even know why I go into comment sections.
You gotta stop that.
I gotta stop.
That'll be better for your skin than Botox.
I just am waiting for the positivity and there's none.
I stopped looking at comments when Huberman got caught. Boning 7 women at the same time, unprotected.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh God. Yeah. I have to just, how am I going to raise boys?
Yeah.
It made me hate humanity.
But then we turned to the Kelsey
brothers. And all
brothers.
the women that are like, me next. And I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. But yeah, and I'm like, don't you fuck it up, Jason and Travis.
Yeah, don't fuck it up.
You're the last remaining hope. I feel like LeBron James, too. He's ever been caught doing anything bad?
I don't know.
He's like a positive masculinity.
I think so, yeah.
He's been with his wife forever.
Yeah.
He's got kids. He has a foundation.
Yeah.
God, I hope we don't find out he was on Epstein's island.
Oh, my God. You never know these days. You never
Can
know.
you explain Alex Earl and Alex Cooper? Alex Cooper is called her daddy.
Yeah.
Who's Alex Earl?
Alex Earl used to be her partner. They used to have a podcast
Alex
together.
and Alex?
Yes. And to be honest, I don't really know the background of it. I kind of know that they were in business together. Something happened. And Alex Earl is, I guess, always alluding to the fact that something happened and just kind of shit-talking, passive-aggressive comments. And Alex Cooper has never said anything. And now she's come out and she's like, I'm pissed. I've had enough. Talk. If you want it, there's no NDA. Just say what you got to say. And so the internet's like, ooh.
And what is Alex Earl doing now? Because Call Her Daddy is a massive success.
That's a good question.
They didn't start Call Her Daddy together, did they?
No.
So Alex Earl went off on her own.
I want to say with another media company, they had a podcast together. Maybe Barstool Sports. They were doing something together.
Are you just making that up?
Probably.
Okay.
Fact check, Matthew.
Guys, don't get your facts from us. Disclaimer.
It's something like that. It's close enough. Alex Earl responds and says, okay, on it.
Oh, I saw that. But I was like, I don't really know who these people are. I only know Alex Cooper because she interviewed Kamala.
Yeah. I mean, I've listened to some of her. She just interviewed Nikki Glaser. So I listened to that, who, I have a big crush on. So anyway, now the internet is just waiting on whether Alex Earl will come back.
Oh, my goodness.
And, the reality is it was business and something probably went down. We're not really sure what went down.
Right.
But because Alex Earl's just been talking shit.
And the world loves to watch women fight.
In the future. Maybe this is our...
Oh, my God. We should be so lucky.
I know.
Those downloads.
Beefing.
Which, don't forget to follow us on Instagram, guys.
Yes.
And follow us on
Give me the
Substack.
gas.
Patterson's like, oh, yeah, I clicked through and I bought Strangers. I was like, click through what? She's like, I don't know, something on my phone. And I was like, are you on Substack? Do you follow us on Substack? She's like, I don't.
She's like, what?
I don't know what Substack is. And I was like, fuck. And then I was like, so was it Instagram? She's like, Dana, I don't remember what I did yesterday.
Is Substack not our generation? Like,
I think Substack is more for creators amongst themselves. But all the bloggers I follow.
Yeah.
Like all of the style influencers I follow are on it, and all of the political people I follow are on it, which was like my entire feed.
So maybe like people get turned off. They think it's paid subscription, but it's not.
No. The only people who've ever paid us are Judy and Joel.
And Joel.
Because he was like, you want me to fucking support you?
Watch
this. Now what are you going to say?
Next minute, I see a donation come through. I'm like, what the hell?
We didn't even know
he's scared.
We didn't even know we could get donations. So anywho, follow us on Instagram, I guess.
Yeah.
And subscribe to the pod so that you get automatic downloads, and that helps our numbers too.
And maybe review the pod.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, that would be good.
Yeah,
right?
leave us a 5-star review, though. Nothing. We're only
less.
taking compliments on the internet. Yeah, if you don't know what Substack is, you just subscribe and then you get our weekly email. It's basically a newsletter for us.
Yeah.
If you're not using it as like a Twitter platform or subscriber platform, like just go to Substack, subscribe with your email address, and then we send a note every Friday with like the pod episode and all the links to the shit we talk about that week and things we like.
Yeah. Little love notes.
And we don't get affiliate links yet, so because we're not big enough. One day, though. All right,
but we have some good recs on there.
We do, and people tell me they buy our stuff.
Yeah, 100%.
Like the book, my friend Lissa got the cloud bag. Like people
the jeans.
Tell me that they're buying this shit. And I'm like, God damn it, can we get But I looked, we have to have 1,000 followers.
Help us get there. We're
help
not
us
there
get
yet,
1,000
guys.
followers on Instagram, please. What we're loving, go ahead.
Okay, Goop sunscreen. You tried it in Florida, and I brought it to Colorado. I love that shit.
Yeah, I love it too.
It's so lightweight, and they have a body one and face one. I really use it for the face one, but highly recommend.
Yeah, I was going to say my Elta MD tinted sunscreen.
I've heard that's a really good one.
It's really good too.
Yeah.
It's a
little bit heavier, I think.
I tried one. It was like, you know the brand Dermatology with no vowels?
Yeah.
I tried their tinted sunscreen, and that's when I had that crazy reaction.
Yeah, because you
remember
have very
my
sensitive
face
skin.
swelled up. It was so insane. I had to go to the doctor. The Elta MD sunscreen and the Goop are the only two that I've tried that haven't bothered my skin.
You heard it here first, guys.
Yeah, and it's sunscreen season. I mean, we should be wearing it all year round. I'm not great about it.
I actually, my makeup that is Tower 28.
You love that.
That it's a foundation, like a tinted moisturizer, but it has SPF in it.
Okay.
So highly recommend. We already linked through, but we can link through again. The other thing I wanted to say what I'm loving, and I haven't started it yet, but you know me, I go down these little rabbit holes with skincare. I've heard about a new thing called skin flooding.
Sounds gross, but
it sounds gross.
Continue.
I've gone down the rabbit hole on TikTok and then asked my friend Linz in Australia, who's tried every kind of skincare trend out there, and she said she already does it and didn't even know it was a thing. But it's basically a lot of toners and serums, and you just flood your skin at night. And especially going into perimenopause, a lot of women's skin dries out. And there's one girl it's a lot of Korean skincare as well, but Linz is using a lot of the toners that this woman was using. So she's like, she gave me a whole list of things to use. I'm going to try it out. I'm going to let you guys know.
See, I can't test all this shit because my skin just throws up on itself.
Yeah, but I think it's also for sensitive skin.
Yeah, but everything says that. And it's like, the more I fuck with it, the more I add, like the worse my skin gets.
Yeah.
But I love how they like brand like
trends.
Like the trend is like skin flooding when really it's like, let's just apply 7 things to our face.
7 layers. But it can even be 2, I read. Like it's just about putting it on when your skin is moist.
Oh, yeah.
And so it actually gets in, and then you do the actual serums after it, so it actually sinks into your skin a little bit better.
So I do something in the winter called slugging.
Ooh. Okay.
Which is the founder of Dieu Skin.
Okay.
Charlotte Palmer, she goes by on Instagram. I love her. Because she's the one who taught me that I essentially have dry, sensitive Irish skin with a high pigment potential. Because I was always like, everyone would be like, oh, you have that like deep olive like skin that tans really easily. And I'm like, I tan really easily, but I don't have the oily, natural like Mediterranean Italian skin that people thought I did. So I have really dry like Irish skin.
Yeah.
So you always put everything on when your skin is a little damp. So like I wash my face.
So it is the same thing.
And then I put my tretinoin on. No, I put my tretinoin on while my skin is damp. And then I immediately cover it with like a shit ton of CeraVe.
Okay.
And then once the CeraVe slips in, this is in the winter because my skin gets chapped.
So
once the CeraVe soaks in, you do like a little dab of like Aquaphor or Vaseline all over your face, like a pea-size amount everywhere, and it just like
Just sucks
locks
it,
it in
yeah.
and creates a barrier.
Yeah.
So it's like really deeply moisturizing and protecting your skin from dryness, which I should have done in Sedona because I got back from the desert and my skin is like flaking off.
Yeah, Colorado, my skin was really dry as well.
Yeah.
I was like, what is happening? My hands are never dry. And I
But they
was so dry.
branded it slugging. So it's like, is it flooding or slugging?
I think it's basically the same concept, a little different.
Well, this sounds like toners and treatments.
And this is how you're meant to get glass skin.
Like everybody says glass skin.
Okay. So when I come back,
I really think it's just Botox, honestly.
It probably is.
Oh, my last thing, because I never do skincare or makeup or anything, but I got the Merit. I love a lipstick.
Is that what you're wearing right now? It looks so good.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, it looks great.
I do love it. It's the
I noticed
Merit
it.
like moisturizing lipstick.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed. And I really like the light color for spring and
Yeah,
summer.
it looks great.
So we'll link to that. And what is DRF?
DTF. Did I write DRF? DTF. DTF,
this
St.
is with
Louis, Bateman. My sister told me about it,
Bateman.
and she was like, you're going to have so much convo, so many topics to talk about on your podcast with the show. I only made it through episode 1, so it's been a busy week, but I'm loving it so far. It's Bateman and the guy from Stranger Things. What's his name? Who was dating Lily Allen.
Lily Allen breakup muse.
Who made an entire Pussy Palace album after him.
Yeah.
Because he was cheating so hardcore on her. I just heard, tangent.
The cheating.
The cheating is wild. And I've been hearing, because...
Like, are humans meant to be monogamous?
I don't know. After hearing all the stories I've been hearing lately, my friend just told me another story. I'm
Jesus Christ.
But supposedly on...
Like, is Joel going to Hong Kong? Or is he just going on spring break with his other family?
Yeah, I think it's his other fam. Just
I
kidding.
honestly don't think he could be bothered.
No,
but
please. Joel, he's like, put me on a mountain or just put me with my family.
Yeah.
That's all he wants to be doing. But anyway.
I'm just saying, you never know.
My friend went to the concert last night, Lily Allen. And Erin, she bought tickets last minute.
Wait, Lily Allen's here?
Yeah.
Oh.
Radio City, I think she was performing.
That's one of my favorite venues. You get to have a seat.
Yeah.
And everybody has to be quiet.
Yeah, that's not my vibe.
I
like to be up. I like to be dancing.
Ray LaMontagne there.
Oh, that would be really good.
And Diana and Patterson were sitting in front of me and Shrey, and they kept singing along, and we kept hitting them, being like, we came here to hear him, not you.
I cannot deal with a sitting concert.
I love having a seat.
Yeah, I know. We're very different.
Lord Huron, I got the front row of the balcony.
I feel like there's some concerts I can sit at, but not many. Even Lumineers. I want to be up dancing. Okay, so she went yesterday, met her husband in the city. I was like, what a fun night. Like, very spontaneous. Lily Allen comes out with a dress, and the train is made of all the receipts that he was using for all his girls. And I was like, damn, she is coming in hot, and I love it.
I love turning pain
into art. And guys, if you
art.
haven't listened to that album, it's wild. Yeah. So anyway, he's in the show, which is so ironic that he's in the show called DTF, which is exactly what you think it is, down to fuck.
Woo!
Woo! I'm saying Pussy Palace. I can say down to fuck. Okay. So it's a really good show. I've only made it through the first episode. Jason Bateman, him, and then the woman is the girl who used to be in ER. I can't think of her name right now. Anyway, it's really good. I'll have some more goss on it once I get a little bit further into it.
I would say sounund good. I'm going to watch it, but
you won't. You're too hot for your ancient aliens. What we're reading
this week. So I finished Strangers.
Everyone's been talking to me about it, and I need to start it.
I got to give it to Morgan.
I'm still in Sandwich.
I promised it to Morgan. You're still on Sandwich?
Yeah, I got to get through it. Sandwich is really sad, and it's really hard for me to get through.
I told you it was a trigger warning for lady stuff. I told the whole group book club trigger warning.
Yeah, so it's just like hard to read, but I really want to get into Strangers because everyone's been talking about it, and they're like, everyone's so enraged by it.
Well, it's
wild.
It's just,
and she's been interviewed. She was just interviewed by Oprah.
Yeah, she's interesting and cool. Like, her background is very socialite, bougie, New York City in like the 70s and 80s, but she's not. Like, she definitely like checks her privilege in it and stuff, but like she doesn't come across as someone who really embraces that
the bougie
scene and that life. Just very like old money, New York, Martha's Vineyard. And his behavior is shocking, but in a way you're not expecting.
Yeah.
His behavior makes you go like, what the fuck? But like not in the typical like make receipts out of all the women he slept with
type
thing. Just really unsettling. And unsettling, as I'm sure we'll talk about, that she was a stay-at-home mom, and she talks about the decision as a family for her not to go back to work and to focus on motherhood and and running their life, and how vulnerable that leaves a woman.
Okay.
When your
that's a little
husband just
triggering.
decides to up and fuck off at
A little
55 years old.
triggering.
Yeah, dude, for sure. I
Yeah.
closed the book shut in Sedona. We're by the pool. I'm like, we need to have a talk. Joel's like, what now? And I was like, I need to make sure that my name is on everything that we own. And he's like, it is. He's like, what is happening right now? And I was like, well, Joel. And he's like, another character in a book you read is cheating on his wife, and now I'm in trouble.
You're like, that's right.
I'm like, well,
you know what? You are in trouble.
I'm like, should I go back to work? And he's like, this again. And I'm just like,
he's like, sure. And then you're like, actually.
Well, it's like, well, yes, Belle Burden. It's not like those of us who stay home have never thought of this. Like I said, this is one of my worst case scenarios. It's not my biggest fear in life, but it is a worst case scenario to just be left with children and no way to support yourself. Yeah. Even though she had money. Trust funds and stuff, which I don't, unfortunately.
Yeah, none of us do.
So I finished that, and now this week I'm finishing up Beneath by Ariel Sullivan. She wrote Conform, which was a national bestseller, and it's one of these dystopian adventure romance novels that I love.
Okay.
So we were all waiting for the sequel because if you've read Conform, which I know some of you freaks have, you're either Team Hal or Team Colin, and you're trying to sort out who's who.
Yeah.
But she came out with this book and we were all excited, but it turns out it's like the prequel. It's like 100 years before the situation that those people are in.
Yeah.
But now you're in another love situation, another adventure, and this other dystopian, post-nuclear war world of survivors. And it's so good and it's so sexy.
These are not my vibe, but I know you're hot for it, so I support you.
It's so good, you guys. So I'm almost done with that, and then I cannot. It's like I want to fast forward through that because I'm like, yeah, this is good, but I want to read Yesteryear so bad.
Okay, what's that one?
So Yesteryear is a modern-day trad wife who gets transported back through time to the life she's pretending to emulate now.
Ooh, I love that.
And I've heard it is batshit crazy. People can't put it down, and it's so good. And I can't wait to pick it up and read it. But I have 200 pages of Beneath left, so
they should make that one a movie. Yesteryear.
I'm sure they're going to. It is a massive bestseller right now. Yeah, because trad wives are so current, and we all have a little short. What is that German word for the joy of others?
Yeah,
sadness and pain. Schadenfreude.
Yeah,
something like that. I think that's probably part of what it is.
Okay.
Because remember, Everyone's Lying to You. Did you read that one for our book club?
Oh yes.
The trad wife.
The trad wife. Yeah.
It's that genre is really blowing up right now because people are so fascinated by these women. Yeah. That this lie they're living.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretending to just be living
They're pretending to homestead and live off the land and be this timid, traditional conservative wife, but really they're the CEO of a massive media company. Right.
And
so it's you are not living this
feminist.
Yeah.
Living,
anyway.
Their fake life.
So that's what we're reading.
Okay, what are we excited for?
Track relays?
Yeah, so...
Did you join a track team?
No. My dad started relays
that's right.
down in Philly. It's the 50th anniversary.
Stop. He started it 50 years ago?
Yeah.
That's so awesome.
So actually, my sister just sent me a whole article that her mom had cut out, and it was all about my dad starting these relays. So
what a cool legacy.
It kind of got switched around a little bit. So we're doing this other race, but we're all going down, and they're presenting us with something. So we're,
That's
and it's
amazing.
It's for us and his assistant coach. His family is going to be there as well. So we're doing that on Sunday. So all of us are going down. Rick's running a half marathon and then
just for funsies.
Just for funsies coming down with us. And then the day before, if you guys are around, Ollie has his rock concert.
On my calendar. I have it in at 4. Is that accurate?
I think it's at 1.
Oh,
let me check.
Baseball. That's Saturday. I have at 4:00 Ollie's drum concert.
Okay, let me check.
Yeah,
I'll double check.
So
rock concert. And it's his first drumming solo.
That's so exciting.
Not a solo, but yeah.
I'd love to go to Tierney's for that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's at a bar too, which how fun is that?
Love it. That's such a cute little connection they have there. Because in our town or the town next to us, the School of Rock is across the street from like the town bar. So the town bar in the upstairs space has like concert, like lets the kids from the School of Rock perform there. So they have like a real venue and like a real audience. It's very cute.
Yeah, it's really cute. What are you doing this weekend?
What am I doing this weekend? I'm doing, Graham is going to be away for the first time since William was born.
She told me. She messaged me.
Traveling with Nate Bargatze in Canada.
That's exciting.
So exciting, and obviously something he can't skip. So I'm gonna help Molly out. I think I'm gonna spend the night both nights.
Oh, that's nice.
Just so she's not alone. Remember those nights when you had a newborn, just being alone?
Yes.
Yeah. And he's been very easy and he's doing great and everybody's healthy and she's feeling better. But
even
still, you just don't want to be alone.
Yeah. It doesn't matter.
But I forgot to tell you this.
Oh. What are you doing?
I'm having another check-in with my evolutionary astrologer on Friday.
What? Can we do it together? Probably not.
So Alexandra messaged me like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, I remember you told me about that.
And she was like, "Hey, I just saw Judy at Pickup, and she said you have like a roster of like spiritual advisors." And I was like, "Well, what are you looking for?" She's like, "Career advice. I'm like having a hard time, whatever." And I was like, "Oh, so you're gonna want to see Willa Marie. She's out of Santa Fe, and she's an evolutionary astrologer, and she really helps you to zone in on your soul's purpose in this lifetime."
Right, which we know your soul's purpose is
to nap and cry.
Woo, woo.
Did you see that my children and Joel put a Snorlax sticker on my laptop?
No.
You know what Snorlax is?
I know it, but maybe tell the people.
Snorlax is the Pokemon whose most famous trait is to eat and sleep.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what my children call me for some reason, as if I haven't been wiping their asses for 8 years.
But at least there is a part of you that is living out this.
Yes, napping and crying.
Mm-hmm.
So when I gave Alexandra her contact info, I was like, oh, she emailed me on my birthday and I never responded. And I was like, it's time.
Great. I love that.
I feel like this new endeavor.
How long is the session?
Hour and a half.
Whoa. Whoa.
Friday at 4:30.
Okay.
So
great.
You might have to watch my kids. Just kidding. Joel should be home. 4:30.
4:30.
TV's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm really excited for that.
Oh my God.
So that's
I'm
on
very
Friday.
excited for you.
Yeah,
okay.
So we'll have lots to gossip about.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so great. Well, you can't do that reading with her unless you're a continuing client. You have to do a birth chart reading because you have to find your nodes of fate and whatnot.
Okay, I can't wait.
Yeah.
Does Joel just roll his eyes as you tell him
He's like, sorry, how much does that cost?
Yeah.
No, he loves it.
Does he? Rick would just be like, okay, whatever you want to do.
Well, yeah, but
he doesn't believe it.
But after Joel doesn't believe this stuff either until I tell him. Because remember, she was like, I had a reading with her after my mental breakdown.
Yeah.
And she was like, when she looked at my chart, she was like, wow, like you've had a real spring. And I was like, yeah. And she's like, did you have something going on with your lungs on this date?
Oh my God, that's
And
crazy.
I was like, yeah, that's when I was diagnosed with pneumonia. And then she's like, and tell me what happened on like the 26th. I'm seeing like
Is that when you had your breakdown?
No, she said the 26th of June, she was like, there's like a surrendering happening on the 26th. And I was like, that was the day I started Lexapro.
Wow.
So she went all through it.
Okay, I love that.
And she was like, yeah, I told you last time, like,
if you didn't nap and cry, something was coming.
So it's just like, in hindsight, I'm like, it's hard to argue with that. Like, she didn't know exactly what happened to me when I sat down for the reading. She didn't know that I had pneumonia.
I can't wait. I am scheduling her in.
Yeah. And she's like, your body, like, you needed to come to a place of surrender. And like we had talked about when you were like, it had to get that bad for you.
Yeah.
To finally admit that you needed help, that you couldn't do it on your own. The acceptance of your brain chemistry.
Yeah.
And like that was one of the things that she told me about in Santa Fe, that like I fight against what's happening and that's what causes me so much pain because I don't want to accept these things. So yeah, we'll see what she has to say on Friday.
Woo, can't wait.
She better not be like, podcasting is not good for you.
That's why I'm like, okay.
Yeah. But she did tell me that like this soul's lifetime is about rest and healing and fun and love. It's not about
us. We're healing.
I'm going to go play pickleball after this.
Yeah, I love that for you.
But like my life has gotten increasingly better.
Yeah.
since I shut my business down and since I went on Lexapro.
Rick and I were at dinner last night, and I said something about just like living in the moment and like having fun. And he's like, I feel like you've really stepped it up in that department. I was like, I thought I was doing a pretty good job of it before. He's like, I feel like you're just getting back into, I'm getting my pink back, and I'm just.
Betty's 3.5.
Yes. Like, I feel like, you know, in our early kids stage, like you maybe lost a little bit of it, and now a little bit.
Yeah, because Betty went to school, and
Yeah.
you're getting autonomy back.
Yes. And I'm living my best life.
You have time just for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Love that for us.
Yeah. So we'll see what Willa Marie says on Friday.
Okay, I'm going to book Willa Marie in.
And if you guys would like to book Willa Marie, I'll give you her contact info. Leave us a 5-star review, and maybe I'll send you Willa Marie's info. Just kidding. I got to follow up with Alexandra. I'd love to hear her story.
Did she book her in?
I don't know, but it was like a Friday, and she was really whatever, and I sent it to her, and she's like, amazing. I'm going to book now. So
I'm worried about my...
all right, guys. Well, it has been an hour and 28 minutes.
Okay, time to go.
So until next time, love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye. Thank you for being here, friend.
If you like the show, please leave us a review wherever you listen to your pods, and go ahead and subscribe while you're at it.
And then be sure to follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and Substack at Gimme the Goss.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.